One of the major issues in the provincial campaign election is how to handle the public purse. The NDP and the UCP have vastly clashing platforms on reviving Alberta's economy. UCP leader Jason Kenney wants to scrap the carbon tax, cut corporate taxes, and essentially freeze funding for health and education. The NDP says its platform focuses on economic diversification and preparing Alberta for the future. Leader Rachel Notley has promised to invest more money in education, childcare, senior, and health. The other parties come in somewhere down the middle. Danielle Smith from 770 CHQR joins us this morning to continue this conversation. Danielle, you'll be speaking with a U of C economics professor about who has the most reasonable platform. And it's interesting because we've only actually seen two so far.
Yes, let's call him the referee. Trevor Tombe does a great job. He went through over the weekend, looked at the 117-page UCP platform and the 50-page NDP platform, and has some observations to make about both of them. The thing that I am most interested in, and it seems like this is going to be one of the big decision points during the campaign, is the oil by rail program that the government is planning on spending $3.7 billion. Is that a good deal for Albertans? Because there seems to be a huge difference between the NDP and the UCP projections on that basis, because not only will it cost money, it'll also bring in revenues if you go ahead and do it. And so that's what they're banking on. But of course, if the UCP cuts it, they don't have those costs, but they also don't have that revenues. And the difference in the total amount of money coming in at the end of 5 years is enormous. So I want to understand whether or not someone's being a little bit too rosy in their projections. That will be one thing that we look at. There's also they also both propose a balanced budget. With UCP saying that they would have a balanced budget before they go into the next election, and then the NDP saying that they would take an additional year. Want to see as well if those are reasonable projections. And then also just to understand a little bit more about whether or not they're costing their programs out adequately. I mean, Rachel Notley has said that she wants this $25 a day daycare program to be the new Medicare for the next generation. Well, we know Medicare has a pretty big price tag, and so how big a price tag is this going to be? We're going to see if Trevor can shed some light on that.
Excellent. Thanks so much, Danielle.
Yeah, my pleasure.